Good day. You are welcome to today's lesson. In this lesson, we will still be talking about selectors, but we are talking about another special group of selectors. And they are called combinator selectors, or combinators selectors, however you want to go about it. Combinators. I will simplify it here. Combinators, okay. So combinators is from the word combine. Combinators is from the word combine. So it combines two or more elements and give them the same style. It combines two or more elements and give them the same style. So that's what combinators selectors are used for. They combine two or more elements and give them the same style or the same rule set, okay? So that's it. Let's take it a bit further. The first type of combinators that we'll be talking of, is what we call the Descendant Combinator. The Descendant Combinator. Don't forget, these are also examples of what? Selectors. We are talking about combinators, selectors. The first type we are talking about in this video is what we call a descendant combinator. Okay, descendant combinator selector. So you can continue if you want to. I am a lazy person, so I wouldn't want to continue. That's just by the way. So what is a descendant? When we say somebody is or someone is a descendant of another person, what do we mean? Okay, so in HTML we also have descendants, or we have descendants available. Okay, we have descendants available, but let's apply it to a normal life first, then we'll try to understand it in HTML format or HTML language. Okay, so let's begin. If we say somebody is a descendant of another person, it means either the person is related to the other person either through blood, adoption, or whatsoever be it. Okay, so let's say if I have a child, my child will be my what? Descendant. If my child also give birth, then that grandchild will be my descendant and also my child's descendant. If my grandchild gives birth again, then I will have a great grandchild, and this great grandchild will be my descendant, my progeny. Okay, this person is obtained directly or indirectly from me, so that person becomes my descendant. It is the same way here. Let's try understand it better by using what example. Let's say we have the article element. I hope by now you know what the article element is used for. If you don't know, I will advise you go back to our previous videos and watch and understand them better. Okay, so we have the article element. This article element, inside of this we will have maybe a paragraph element, or maybe let me get rid of this. We might have maybe h4 element. Let me close it. h4 element. Maybe inside of this we might be having a paragraph element. Let me close it here. Paragraph element. Then we'll close our article element now. our article element now. Forget about their content for now. So what are we trying to say by a descendant element? We say that article is the parent of what? H4. Okay, and H4 is also the parent of what? P, our paragraph element. Okay, so P is the great grandchild of what? Article. P is the great grandchild. It's a grandchild, sorry, it's not a great. It's a grandchild of what? Article. You get it? So let's say I want to apply certain styles to my P, my paragraph element over here. Maybe I have so many paragraph, and I have some paragraph maybe inside. Okay, let's do this also. Then we come here, let's say we have a div element. Okay, we have a div element. Let me close it here. Inside of div, maybe I have h3. Okay, then I will close it here. Inside of the div, I also have what? Maybe a p element. Then I'll close it here. Then let me close my div element with this guy. Okay, I hope now we are good, we are all set. Don't forget we have a paragraph element inside of what? Our article element. Inside of our article element, and we said that this is our article element. Then also H4 is a son or a daughter or a child of article, and our paragraph element is a grandchild of article. Okay, then we also have a div element here. Inside of this element we have, let's say, h3. We have h3. Okay, maybe let me clean this, then we'll get a better understanding. Rather, let's say we still have this h4 element. Okay, still have this h4 element inside of our div element. Then we also have a paragraph element inside of our div element. Now let's go to our CSS. So everything here is in what? HTML. So we are now going inside what? CSS. And let's say I want to access the paragraph inside of my article element. How do I access it? If I just come here and write, let's say, P, and pass a declaration to it, it will be applied to all the paragraph element that I'm having inside of what? My HTML file. Okay, my HTML file, which I don't like. So I just want a particular paragraph inside of my article element. That's what I want, nothing more, nothing less. So how do I access that paragraph alone? Okay, somebody will say, then why don't you give it a class? Yes, you can do that and give it a class, but we are not talking about classes over here. We are talking about combinator selectors over here. Okay, and that's what we are here to learn. So how do we access this? We access by starting from article. So article is an element. Don't forget we are inside of our CSS now. Article, after article we will have h4. Okay, then after h4 I'll have my paragraph element, then my declaration goes here. You get it? So what does this mean? It means that this paragraph element is a child of h4, and this h4 element is also a child of what? Our article element here. So this is how I go by it. I have my article, I have h4, then I have paragraph, then my declaration comes here. Okay, my declaration comes here. Please, this is very, very important. Take key note of this. It will take you long ways. So take key note of this. So we have article, we have h4, then we have paragraph. Don't forget how come we got this. So we have article here, we have h4 here, we have our paragraph element, and the closing tag of article. So we have selected this paragraph from this article element. Okay, we are selecting paragraph from this article element. And how did we do so? We did so by writing the names of the elements that are inside of our paragraph element, starting from what? Our paragraph element itself. So paragraph, then we leave a space, then we go on to what? H4, then we leave a space, then we go to what? P, which is what? A descendant of our article element. Okay, so descendant is made possible with what? Spaces in between, what? Our article H4 and paragraph. Okay, so that's it. Let's say I want to access the paragraph inside of what? My div element. In that case, how do I go about it? In that case, I'll have div, then I'll have maybe H4, then I'll have P, then my declaration follows. I hope you understand. So this paragraph is inside of what? The div element, and this paragraph was inside of our article element. So these are the differences, and this is what we call a descendant combinator. It has been able to combine the descendant of the div element to itself. Okay, it has been able to combine it to itself. This one has taken the paragraph element of the article element and has combined them. So we are trying to establish a relationship between the article element and the paragraph element. In this case, that's in the first example, or between the paragraph element and the div element, as in our second example. So this brings us to the end of this lesson. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for a better content like this. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.